What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Unless this happens to be your very first time here, then come on in, take a seat. It's so nice to meet you. My name is Abigail. I do musical reactions here on YouTube, all on the first take, completely blind, and I'm so happy to say that we are reacting to more NF brought to you by Randy. Hi, Randy. Thank you so much for helping me continue this NF journey. This one is called Like This. It's a lyric video. 6 years ago, 2.3 million views on just a lyric video. That's crazy. That's crazy. Now I'm excited for more NF. He always brings, in my opinion, a deep message with every song I've heard, not just the hits. Like every song I've heard is always so meaningful. So I look forward to giving you my interpretation of the song at the end and as we go, obviously. Typically, how I do it on this channel is that we'll watch the video twice together. The first watch will have stops and pauses so I can give you my commentary. But if you stick around for the second watch, we'll watch the entire video nonstop all the way through. That's when I'll be taking some notes, and then we'll talk about it afterwards. Now, NF unfortunately does not allow us to play the entire, I don't know if it's his label or somebody, doesn't allow us to play the entire song nonstop all the way through. But fear not, guys, we're going to put this up on Patreon. So if you'd like to see the full reaction with no fast forwarding or watermarks or anything like that, head on over to Patreon, check it out. I do truly appreciate your support in advance. But I digress, because we need to just dive into this. The song is called Like This. 2.3 million views. That's crazy. Good for you, man. Gonna go ahead and bring it up here, and let's see what NF is talking about in this one. Oh, pretty. I expect a sick beat.
Yeah, holding back. Yeah, I've always been good at that, unattached. Yeah. Waiting for what's coming next. Things I know I should address. I feel more together when I am a mess.
Interesting.
Got some moments that just came and went. Made amends with you, then you overstepped. That's a line you never should have crossed. You got no respect. Stop with all the threats. Like the more I get to know you, I just know you less. Yeah. Another city I don't know well.
Man, I unpacked so much in just that first verse that I don't want to miss it. I don't normally stop before a minute, but I don't want to forget what I just said as well. Let me go back here. He's already saying that he's always been good at that, being unattached, probably emotionally, emotional detachment, perhaps, maybe even avoidance. I don't know, but that's very, very interesting so far. That's literally how he starts the song. What I found interesting was I feel more together when I'm a mess. So what, do you feel more in control when your life is a bit chaotic? Maybe. Very interesting. I heard so much and it like clicked. Anyway, let's keep on.
With you, then you overstep. That's a line you never should have crossed. You got no respect. Stop with all the threats. Like the more I get to know you, I just know you less. Another city
Relationship issues?
Feeling too much like my whole self. Backsliding. Got me in the sad feels. Got me at a standstill. Too much time alone is when it gets real. Future doesn't pop up in the past will. Upside, that's a rare view. Now I'm going downhill, yeah. Don't know who I'm close with. Going through the motions. Don't know who to trust when.
Going through the motions. It's just it sounds like a cycle. Here we go again, going downhill. Okay, how interesting and lonely that actually sounds. Did he mention being on the road again? This is what happens when I let it play too much. Did you say that or not? Another city. Another city. Is he touring then? Because that can be lonely. If that's the case, if that's what he's talking about. What else is it that I heard? Don't know who to trust when I lie to myself and I can't handle it. I lost my place. I lost my place. I lost my place. We're gonna start right here. Here we go.
Up in the past wheel, upside that's a rare view. Now I'm going downhill, yeah. Don't know who I'm close with. Going
through the motions.
Don't know who to trust when.
Oh, this is where I stopped.
I lie to myself and I can't handle it. Why do I waste so much time on things that I can't fix?
This is the
All
chorus.
these things I hold inside, I just can't forget. Thought that I could let this go, but I didn't know that it would be like this. Yeah.
I ain't know.
I didn't know that it would be like this. Like this. I didn't know that it would be like this.
Wait. He almost sounds surprised. I didn't know it would be like this. He thought he could let it go, but I didn't know it would be like this. I feel like the repetition. I mean, the song is called Like This. But it really kind of anchors, in my opinion, the surprise at how heavy or suppressed his pain might feel. I got surprise or disbelief right there.
Like this. I didn't know that it would be like this. Yeah. Like this. I didn't know that it would be like this. Baby, I'm impossible to be with.
Acknowledging
you got 1,000 reasons.
Difficult to be in a relationship with him.
But don't know how. Yeah, I don't hear a thing when you yell.
Wow.
You like to hear your own voice. Yeah. Got me standing here with no choice. I see they trying to guess, they got me all wrong. Look, I'm doing my best to try to stay calm, but I can't deal. Feeling too much like my old self. Backsliding. I just let the phone ring. We ain't even close, please. Throwing out opinions from the nosebleed.
Who's he talking about?
Issues that you don't see.
Critics again.
I just won't read. Play it off and cuss deep though. When I don't know who I'm close with, going through the motions. Don't know who to trust when.
Back to the chorus. Hold on. Before we go into the chorus again, that was interesting. He mentioned some critics again, I assume, thrown out opinions from the nosebleeds, he says. And then before that, talking about the conflict in a relationship, maybe. He definitely acknowledges that it's difficult to be in a relationship with him. I remember that. Again, he doesn't know who to trust. Something about I don't even hear you when you yell. So is it him? Is it himself that feels unheard, or she's saying that? I don't know, probably himself. So there is a lack of communication. He got a little defensive when it came to the critics. And that's the gist I got. Let's just keep going.
Play it off and cuss deep though. When I don't know who I'm close with, going through the motions, don't know who to trust when. I lie to myself and I can't handle it. Why do I waste so much time on things that I can't fix? All these things I hold inside, I just can't forget. Thought that I could let this go, but I didn't know that it would be like this. Like this. I didn't know that it would be like this. Like this. I didn't know that it would be like this.
Like this.
I didn't know that it would be like this. Like this. I didn't know that it would be like this.
This is the outro. Okay. Is it inevitable? The emotional weight? I'm seeing those black balloons again. That's just how it ends. There's no resolve. That's just... He left me in... There's no resolve. There's no... It is what it is. Huh. I have to listen to this again. Nonstop. I will be taking some notes on specific lines that I thought stood out to me in the first listen. We'll talk about that. I'll take some notes. And then we'll talk about it after. Patreon, you and I are going to have fun listening. No problem. YouTube, I am going to have to fast forward, so I will see you in 5 seconds. Here we go. Okay, so very interesting song. I took very quick notes on a few lines that stood out to me. From the first verse. Yeah, that's right. He says something about he's holding back. He's good at that. Feeling unattached. And we talked about that earlier because that's literally how he starts the song. Immediately I get images of those black balloons he's always carrying with him. Because to me, he's admitting to emotional detachment. And possibly even a little bit of avoidance I wrote down. And then he says something about feeling more together when I'm a mess. I took that as feeling more in control when things are a bit hectic or chaotic. And then we go on a little bit more where he mentions that he made amends with you, her. And then she went ahead and overstepped anyway. And the more that he gets to know her, the more he feels like he doesn't know her. Is that what I wrote? Something like that. So all of that to me sets in maybe a little bit of confusion, definitely a lot of mistrust, which he mentions throughout the song, and just kind of sliding back into old repetitive cycles of struggle and mistrust, as I mentioned earlier. That was just the first verse. The second, hold on. The second verse, emphasizing a little bit more on that backsliding and isolation that we talked about. Although this time around, he mentions going on tour and being on the road, which isolation could be lonely, maybe that's what he's talking about. What was it that he said? I can't read my chicken scratch. But going off of memory, relapsing on the cycle that he was talking about. It's like a negative cycle where he feels like he's going downhill, doing the same thing over and over again. If I recall, in this verse, he's talking about, again, not knowing who to trust. So sometimes he lies to himself, but he can't handle that. Something along those lines. It sounds frustrating. It sounds like he's wasting time on things that can't be fixed. Or maybe some unresolved pain, which is the entire gist I got of the end of the song. It just felt unresolved. It just felt like he left us hanging, which I think he might have done on purpose. But before we get there, we're now coming up on chorus 1, where he's emphasizing and repeating what I thought was him feeling surprised. Maybe feeling regret and surprise because he didn't know it would be like this. It's actually something that's to him feeling like he's in disbelief, or he's just surprised. That's what I got from the chorus. And then we go on to verse 3, where he mentions how he might be impossible to be with. And she's probably got 1,000 reasons not to be with him. So he's recognizing how difficult it might be to be in a relationship with him. And then I wrote unheard. This was where I lost a little bit of the lyrics just because I was thinking to myself, I don't hear a thing when you yell, but I wasn't sure who was doing the yelling. But if it's NF saying it, then she was doing yelling. He said something like she must really like the sound of her voice or something like that. Gist is what I got, because I don't hear a thing when you yell. It's in one ear, out the other, which somehow then transitioned into defensiveness against some critics who were talking about giving opinions. I don't remember exactly what he said. Giving opinions from the nosebleeds, from way up there. They're trying to say stuff, and I feel like NF got a little defensive about that. What else did he say? What else did he say? There was one more thing in verse 3 that I don't remember, and I can't read my chicken scratch. But regardless, it goes back into the chorus, more emphasis and repetitive message of, I didn't know it would be like this. He thought he could let it go, but I didn't know it would be like this. And that's where the song ends, right? Then it goes to the outro, where they repeat that a few more times, and that's it. That's just how it ends. I don't know if anybody else felt this way when they heard the song for the first time, but I feel like I'm stuck in some kind of emotional limbo with no answers, just this constant cycle of pain going over that I feel he can't get out of. And it's rough because there's a lot of mistrust as well. I feel like this entire song was a reflection of that mistrust. Like, he's talking about going into old patterns. He's talking about how heavy and maybe surprising the toll of these unhealed wounds might be taking on him. The verses in general just kind of narrate this constant cycle of inner conflict, emotional detachment, defensiveness a little bit when it came to the critics. And then the chorus comes in to really solidify that regretful realization, maybe, that letting go isn't as easy as he thought it would be, and it surprises him, and it's tough, and then the song just ends. I thought that was really crazy. That was actually a lot deeper than I thought it would be. Even for NF, the fact that there's no real answer at the end, it is what it is, and it ends. That's crazy. I don't know. Anyway, that is just kind of how I am interpreting it on the spot, listening to the song 2 times. Let me know in the comments if I'm way off or if you agree and why. I'd love having these conversations about interpretations. It's interesting seeing how everybody takes a song. This just happens to be how I took it, but I do digress because I feel like I could sit here and just talk to the webcam for an hour without even realizing that it's been 22 minutes. So thank you guys so very, very much for watching. If you enjoyed this reaction, like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to check out the Patreon link as well as the Discord link in the description below. And I will see you next time. Bye.